Alright everyone, Vonda here. Alright, so my last sea glass hunt, let me turn on my flash here. There we go. Um, I went down to the right of the beach, which I normally don't go to. I normally always go to the left. And I found this big, beautiful, long green, two very actually sassy, long green pieces of sea glass, well frosted. So look at that. It's the bottom of some old Sprite bottle or something. So I found some really quality pieces, lots of green, which is good because my green shortage was running low. As far as, small enough ones to make names with. Okay, so that's the greens. This right here, I found there's a shelling spot that's a sweet spot about 5 blocks from where I live. Look at this. This, I believe, is a gaudy nautica. It's some type of snail shell. Now, there's this, look at that blue eye there. There's this product that you can put on there. I think it's called Renaissance Wax. But I just take a little olive oil. I do need to get some Renaissance Wax. I believe when I buy shells, that's what they put on them. But if you look, I'm just going to shine it up with some olive oil. Look at that pattern come out. Doesn't look dry anymore. But I think the Renaissance Wax, I think it's for metals. But look at that. Gorgeous. This is the first one of these I've only ever seen. I showed it to my friend Drew there. He said it's some type of snail shell. Look at the aperture right there. It's not broken. It's kind of purpley on the inside. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous shell. And look at the way that it cones up like an ice cream cone. So the top is not broken at that tip. I was so surprised when I found this. I was like, oh my gosh. So I found it after I found this. I'm using oil. See right here, I've put oil right here. And here I haven't. So I'm going to put some oil there. All over the shell. Olive oil. This, normally I find shark eyes. Or gaudy nauticas. But this, which are all from the moon snail family. But this one, look at that. It is whole. You can see the bottom. You can see the aperture. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh, so gorgeous. When I saw that, I was walking along and I was on my way back and God said, walk up to the right, up to higher ground. And anybody that knows anything about the earth science, the heavier stuff is often up higher. So I found this beautiful moon snail. Now I can't tell if the eye is blue. It looks a little purplish brown there. But regardless or not, the fact that it's whole. Usually I find them just at the top part after all of this is broken off. So to find this whole and to see that swirl inside complete and intact. Some may consider that aperture, yes, a little bit broken right there. But nevertheless, oopsie daisy. Nevertheless, a fine specimen. Would you not agree? Yes. All right, so these are our two snail shells. You can see the difference. Gorgeous. I mean, they're the best specimens I've found ever. And some of this sea glass is the best specimens ever. Okay, I didn't show you this, but on the way back I found this very beautiful emerald green piece. Oh, it's jewelry quality. It's got embossment right there. So I could make a necklace out of that. Do you see the difference in the greens? So even though this is darker while I'm filming, but in the light with the sun shining through, it will really look like a true emerald. Happy about that find. Okay, so I found a tower. This will be on the beach video at the end. Found lots of really cool browns. This is frothy, and this is with my fingers shining it up with olive oil. Doesn't that make such a difference? If you're making a project, yes. But the frothiness shows its true authenticity of being sea glass. Now, usually when I show it to you guys on pictures when I'm picking it up, it's just come out of the water, so it's wet. But when it dries frothy because the acid and the alkalinity in the ocean is eating away at it. So depending on what the project is, will be whether I make it frothy or whether I make it dry. And I found all these bright whites. Look at that, y'all. But look, only a few aqua seafoam sea glass pieces, which is why the aqua name frames that I make are so rare. And don't get me wrong, I love the deep greens, but these, to make name frames out of them, are just rarer. So this is what I found that day. And so over here, a piece of a whelk's tail, quite beaten up. I think I showed this on camera when I found it. Beautiful whelk's tail. Let's see, change it there. Gorgeous. This right here, nice lightning whelk. It's whole for the most part. Let me see if it helps if I zoom in, even though I have the light on away. Yeah, that does help. So this is a lightning whelk. I found. Here is another whelk. That's ribbed there. It's tail doesn't go down that far. That part right there is broken, but still nice nevertheless. Let's see. Here is a top snail that's missing the point of its top. Now I can't put these in name frames because the glass just won't sit, but there we have the aperture there. And a nice groove. A little pearl essence on the inside. Okay, so here we have another, not sure what this is. I think it's part of a top snail, to be honest with you. I think it's supposed to sit like that. I think that that's what that would have been had not the top broken off. Does that make sense? Find it here. Yes. I think that would have been this had the top part not broken off. Okay, so here we have another whelk shell. It's got a hole some other shell, decided to drill in it. This, of course, is sun watched and bleached by the sun, but I do like that the swirl is still there. I wish to God that they would be like the ones in Florida. The aperture has a few, kinks in it to where it's been broken, but for most of all, the tail is there. It's sassy. It's got that kick. Here's a part of a top snail that the top was broken off. And here are a couple more other whelk pieces. I love, even though I don't like the fact that they're broken, but I love the fact that you can see the inside. And so I just like them because of their quirkiness. And here's another whelk, lightning whelk shell. There's a place in Florida called Bunch Beach. And all their shells are kind of like drabby, washed, dull like this. That's what this reminds me of. But it's, it's really nice to turn around and find. See, what they're supposed to have is they're supposed to have true color and pattern like these. So this tells me these are fresh and new and recently vacated, where these tell me they've been in the sun a lot. They've been vacated for a long time. They've been bleached a lot by the sun. So, but I still like this one, this whelk's tail. It's got some color to it. Put some water on it. Put some water on it. Look, it's got that nice cream color, that nice brown color. So that's what it looks. See, it has more life to it and more pattern to it than these that are washed out. So this is a very small whelk's tail, lightning whelk. Not much to it, but I think I'll end up having just a little jar, clear jar of just whelk's tails. This, I'm not sure what this is. It's ribbed, might be a ribbed canthus. But it does have that opening to the right as if it was some type of whelk. I don't see any lace there to make me think it's a lace murex or an apple murex. So, I'm not sure. So anyway, this piece right here. So do you see the difference? Freshly lived in, freshly evacuated, vacated, new shells. I mean, this to me, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh. Lord, what a great find. Really, seriously. Look at the pattern on that. Oh. So then we have our typical brown sea glass, as I showed you. Not sure what that is. Might be some type of wintle trap, but it's broken. Anyway, lots of white sea glass here. I mean, if you look at it, lots. Okay, so I'll be putting that away. Some few nice gray small scallops. Let me show you what this gray looks like underwater or with oil on it. You see the richness of it. But when I get these and I like to work with these, I do like to work with them faded. I like the faded look. And so here we have just the inside of some type of cone, snail shell. I like to see the inside. Isn't that neat? Looking at the inside. So that's something I could put on a name frame and it'd be flat enough to fit in. So, alright, so that's it. I'm going to show you my video. And I found a bunch of this stuff after my video battery, camera were off. I think these two, although probably not rare in Florida, but rare here to find so full of life and such great pattern, are the main finds. Yep. Yep. All right, over and out.